All right, good morning. Good morning. October 20th, 2021. Let's get going. Welcome to the Morning Brew. And this is me. Enough about me. It's about the charts and momentum. Let's see what's brewing today, where the action is, and where the opportunities lie for today. All right, so let's turn this off and let's dive into it. All right, so the S&P 500 went up yesterday, so we kind of dragged up yesterday. So we hit this 45.20 high, right? So we look at the last price action the last 2 3 days. We've kind of ramped up pretty good with a nice reversal off this 43.23. We only came back once and touched or twice, touched a 50. Are we getting a little top heavy here? So it is earning seasons. Um, Basically moving forward is with his earnings. We're getting kind of mixed reviews. I know that we ASML came out yesterday. They guided down. So ASML is the they actually make the equipment to make the chips. So they have high demand, but they guided down, and basically they can't get the parts to make their machine to make the chips. So um, LRCX announces today. All right, so we have to pay close attention to what the earnings what they're saying and what their challenges are moving forward. But I'm getting a clear picture of cost of goods, not being supply chain issues. So let's see how the market reacts with that news. It needs to be priced in, or has it been priced in? So um, when I'm looking at the oh, did I hit something? Yeah, I did. When I look at the XPX, I'm looking at the XPX and I'm thinking we're a little bit at 45.20. I had a target of 45.52 potentially and 4,500. We met those. I would like to see a pullback. I think a pullback will be healthy for it. I don't see what's going to drive it up. We see weakness in the MACDs, which is good. It's typical of a pullback. Let's see if it can pull back. Let's see if it can touch the 4,500 area, the 50-day moving average, and let's see what it does there. But right now, I'm noticing weakness in the S&P 500. But again, uh, it's earning season, so anything can go 50-50. So it's not really, and it's just basically how the market's going to react to new news that's entering to the marketplace. We are what we're looking for here. For this week and the next coming earnings, are they driving the price into earnings, or are going to drive it down into earnings? Because that might be a potential move. But as far as moves moving forward, we're going to know and expect moves within the range. All right, so let me go into it. So the S&P 500, we have I think Netflix also announced yesterday, but we also have moves coming back down here. So the S&P looks top heavy. Looks I'm expecting a pullback. MACDs are telling me potentially pullback as well. Nasdaq, nice move here in the last 2 days. We have from 15074 to 15410. So we have nice moves. Um, Pullback is imminent too. We're showing weakness here, so let's see if it can how it reacts to this 15326. I think it could probably come back to that. Russell finally participated yesterday. Um, so it is kind of stuck in this range. Let's see. It looks like it would want to bounce here. Let's see how it reacts here. This could be a perfect setup for a bounce up here back to the previous day's highs of 2284. And then we have this 2288 on the upside. On the downside, we have 2265, and then we have 2255. That's going to be a range for today. Alphabet looks good, looks prime. They're not taking it up. They took it up the last 2 days. Remember, this thing moved from 28.21 as high as 28.73. It looks like it wants to go. It looks ready. MACDs look prime. Let's see if they drive it up. Now, they do announce earnings next week, so it is a potential this thing could possibly move up. But what we're going to look for, we're going to look to see if it can take out this 28.73. We have a nice bounce there, and the MACDs give us a fresh set of MACDs, and this could possibly be the mover for today. All right, Amazon. Amazon looks like they just pinned it. It's pinned. It's stuck at this. It went up from 33.85 as high as 34.55. It looks pinned. It's pinned. It's pinned. It's gonna gap up higher. It looks like it wants to go. Same as Amazon here. Same as a Russell. Let's see if this thing can go. What are we looking for in the upside? We're looking for a target of 34.54. If it can break through with a fresh set of MACDs, then it can probably go higher. All right. Tesla. Tesla did announce earnings yesterday, and I mean, no, they didn't announce earnings. They announced earnings today, but they sold it off, guys. So this is a perfect example. We had a nice run up. This is what I'm saying. They're running it up into earnings, and again, avoid the FOMO buying. This is where people who didn't get into it here or here are now gonna try to get into it here, but they didn't realize the power of the MACDs. The MACDs are showing you weakness going into the open yesterday, and we got weakness. Now, a lot of you know about what's called a, a a bear trap. This is a bull trap or a dead cat bounce. So let's call it a bull trap. So again, came back. People don't know the MACDs. It came back and people bought, right? And then it came back down and people bought again, thinking it's going to go up higher. But which way is the MACDs going? They're going down as people are buying. They're trapping the bulls. The new set of bulls are going to sell into that, and then we have a dead cat bounce. It bounced lower. Now, we're going to work lower, but I mean it's not bearish because it's going to announce earnings. But these are plays or patterns you should train your eyes to see. That's why always look at the MACDs and don't FOMO buy. There's a FOMO buying happening here. Now, because it's a short time frame, it is going to rally. It looks like we can rally here. Fresh set of MACDs, breaking the zero. Let's see how high it can go. We have the top here, basically 874, 876, and then we have the high here of 880. It does announce earnings today, I believe. Today it announces earnings, so anything is possible, 50-50. Okay, so key, just if you have some gains, lock it in and just know that anything is possible. All right, ISRG. ISRG rallied, and again, we had this nice rally. If you followed the power of the MACDs, it showed you weakness here, and there was a huge sell-off right at this, right after lunch at what 13:15, and basically held. It's kind of holding in this pattern. I don't know what happened there, but this is why you want to trade the MACDs, trade them fast, and again. I think it was earnings. Earnings, anything can happen. So just let's move on. Chipotle. Now, Chipotle does announce earnings today or soon this week. I think it's Thursday tomorrow. Okay, so I dived into Chipotle. So Chipotle's Domino's came out and they said that they had high demand, but they couldn't get labor. So Chipotle, when I if they guide up, if they guide up, now their revenue is probably going to be good because they raise their prices. I know that when you go to buy a bowl, they charge you $1 more. Okay, so their revenue is going to be good. Their demand is good because every Chipotle I've been to is full. Um, but are they going to guide up? If they guide up, then there's a possibility Chipotle can probably go up to above 1900, maybe 1950. Now, if they guide down, then or guide regular, it's not going to go up. It'll probably stay here. And then the key phrase you're going to be looking for is labor. How are their labor? Are they having a problem getting employees? But that's Chipotle 50-50 split, but we're stuck in the middle here between 1827 and 1866. I think the market really doesn't know what to do, so it's probably going to stay in this range. All right, let's move on. MicroStrategy is with Bitcoin. Again, it had a nice little pullback. Watch Bitcoin because Bitcoin is if Bitcoin starts ramping up, I think that Bitcoin right now is sitting at 64,000. So if Bitcoin starts ramping up, we're going to be looking for MicroStrategy to possibly play. Look for a breakout above 751, and then we have these little ones up here about 760. Looks Prime is downtrending right now. Again, we had a nice rally, same as Tesla, and we had a dead cat bounce or a bull trap right there. So avoid the bull traps, watch the MACDs, and see if we can get this thing going. But watch for 751 to really get it going. Shopify. Shopify, nice rally. This thing's been rallying. It's holding here around the 50. Let's see what the MACDs do. If they start turning up, it could go as high. We need this break of whatever this is up here. We need a break above 1503 to really, really get it going. All right, so keep track of that. Netflix announced earnings and they sold off, so they came out really, really well. Let's see, but it ran up. Netflix had a nice run up for the last 2 weeks. So was this the earnings run? Who knows? But watch Netflix. Let's see what happens. Um, MACDs are telling me it's probably going to go up, but it's sliding down. So let's see if we can get up to the 50 at 632, and just watch it. Watch it. Okay. Okay. Roku's hanging steady. It's right there. Also had a nice little run. It's being pinned right there. Let's see if we can get above 345, and 350 is pretty hard. So right now it's pretty hard. So watch that for a trade, and it's pinned right now. MACDs are below, so if the MACD start turning, it starts breaking the 50, it could probably go back up to 350. NVIDIA, so NVIDIA is with ASML and the chips, so is this going to affect NVIDIA? Possibly. I know LRCX, they announced today, are they going to have the same problem? So again, watch the video for 223 to get it going. Watch for a fresh set of MACDs, and that's it. All right, Mercado Libre had a nice run. Another one, is it coming to a standstill? Possibly. Watch for 1610, 1620, and on downside we have 1551. Okay, Apple. It's running. Let's see what Apple's doing. Apple looks like it's running into earnings next week, so watch it. Let's see if we can take out this 148. We have this 148, 149 up there, but it looks prime. Let's see if we can get going. If the MACD starts turning, starts breaking out yesterday's highs, it can start going up for another $2-3. OIH stuck in that range. Like I said yesterday, it probably looks like it's waiting on news on the gas company, oil company. So it's just a wait and see. Let's see if we can get 225, and then we got this 228 on the upside. But it looks good. Let's see if it bounces here and starts going up and starts breaking up. So bounce up to 50, bounce here. That could be a potential play. All right. I added Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is stuck right there. Again, look at the overall markets. If the overall market's going to go, if this one starts coming down, it's going to tell you the S&P is going to pull back. But it looks kind of tired. Had a nice run. So, stocks need to rest. Could today be a rest day? Affirm is just waiting. Again, nice run. Waiting. Wait, look for this to take out 159 to be taken out. Upstart, nice move. Let's see if it can go. If it's gonna hit zero, come back down. This thing looks a little top heavy to me, so look for 395 to be taken out for the upside. HubSpot, just still observing it. I like this move, but again, this looks a little tired as well. So 805. Moderna, getting the news that I know NVAX came out with some news that they were having some problems. So Novax, I guess. So is that going to affect the vaccine stocks? It looks like the market's getting tired of these vaccine stocks. So I'm noticing a little bit of weakness here. Try to go, sold off, 343. Let's move on. There's better plays out there. Maybe let's see how it reacts here. If it breaks to 50, starts breaking down, possibly play for the downside 330 and maybe 320. Possibly. Let's look at that because it's showing some weakness there. Land Research, just watching this. Not really playing this, just watching it for the chips and Snowflake. All right, guys, that's all I got. I'm kind of getting the feeling. Let's see here. The VIX is at 1558. This is the hourly charts. Looks like it wants to creep up, probably hit up 16, which is okay. This is what I'm looking at here is the 10-year note. 10-year is creeping up, and that's normally not good, which is fine. It coincides with this movement. If the S&P pulls back. So again, it's just wait and see, guys. All right, guys, go get it. Let's see if more potential plays comes out at lunch, and I'll post those up as well. But again, we're earning seasons is a 50-50 split. All we're looking for now is what are they running up into earnings and what are they running down into earnings. All right, guys, go get it, and we'll see you tomorrow or see you at lunch.